Assalamu alaikum and Ramadan Kareem. So I had my client tell me the other day, she said, Dina, you know what? I would really like to fast, but I tried it before and I was so hungry. I'm always actually hungry. So in this video is going to be for people that always feel hungry, that are craving fast food and sweets, that never feel full after they're done eating, or for someone that's curious about fasting and they feel like they would never be able to survive because they always love to eat. Now, there are three hormones that we have to pay attention to. We need to balance these hormones out in order to feel full after we're done eating, not crave sweets and pastas and breads, and to not be hungry throughout the day all the time, every couple of hours. We have ghrelin. Ghrelin is a hormone that basically sends signals to your brain to tell your brain that you're hungry. You know when you're really hungry and your stomach starts to growl at you? It's like, "Grrr." Okay, that's ghrelin telling your brain we're hungry. Then we got leptin, and leptin tells your brain, all right, we're full after a meal. And then we got insulin. That's a fat storing hormone. It helps your body absorb nutrients and it controls your blood sugar levels. Now, when we eat certain foods, like biscuits and pastas and breads and chocolate and stuff like that, what happens? That insulin, the one that controls the blood sugar, it goes up really fast. Now, depending on the food that we eat, it will go up slow, it will be neutral, or go up really fast. Now, the ones with high sugar, fast food sugar, foods that digest into the body very fast, they get insulin like bam, like this really fast. And the faster it goes up, the faster it comes down. And that crash is what causes us to feel hungry when it's down, causes us to crave those exact same foods, and causes you to feel tired as well. And that's why you can find yourself in this cycle of always wanting to eat these kind of foods. And it's crazy because sometimes it has nothing to do with your willpower, nothing to do with your personality, and has to do with your hormones being imbalanced. And that's why I just want you to look at your body. I feel like I'm not focused, okay? It's like bothering me. I keep looking at the camera. But anyways, I just want you to look at your body a bit different and be like, interesting. So maybe this is why I'm feeling the way I do, and I'm not some crazy person that's addicted to chocolate, you know? So what happens? Ghrelin, leptin, they become imbalanced. Now, for people who are very overweight from eating these kind of foods over and over again, leptin, the one that tells you that you're full, can actually become dysfunctional. It doesn't communicate with the receptors properly anymore, and then it becomes resistance. And then you always feel hungry, and then you see people, they're like constantly eating, and they always just want to eat and eat and eat. It's because that hormone became dysfunctional, and that's why they feel the way that they do. Okay, so now what can you do to balance these hormones out so that you are not in this cycle anymore? One of the main things that helps is fasting, actually. That's why I wanted to bring this up. I thought it was a perfect video for Ramadan. Fasting actually decreases the ghrelin hormone, okay? And it balances your leptin and insulin levels. And this causes you to not be hungry and to actually feel full when you're done eating because they're balanced out. Now, in the beginning, when you start fasting, your body's not used to it. It needs a couple of days to adapt because now it adjusted to the time schedule that you've been eating every day. If you've been eating at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, your body knows that you always eat lunch at that time. It's gonna get hungry at that exact same time. So it needs to adjust to the new timetable, to the new schedule. So before you judge and feel like, oh my God, I'm hungry right now, I can't fast, this doesn't work for me, and react too soon, wait a second and remember that it's just your hormones acting up and your body just needs some time to adapt. All right. Another thing that will actually help decrease the ghrelin hormone is getting enough sleep. People who sleep less than 6 hours a day and increases the ghrelin hormone, causing them to feel hungry throughout the day. Now, a very important one that helped me, helps many of my clients. I've had eating disorders in the past, and it's like you still fight with that all the time. You know what I mean? It doesn't just go away. So you're constantly fighting this thing. And in order for me to always feel, balanced and satiated and not crave certain foods, is getting enough healthy fats. And that's not just me, it's scientific proof. It balances your hormones out. The healthy fats will keep you full throughout the day. And one of the number one reasons why is because fat is the only food that doesn't spike insulin very high compared to carbs and protein. It's very neutral. So anytime you eat fat, insulin doesn't go, it just goes, okay? So that's why we want to increase those healthy fats. But if we have a lot of healthy fats and a lot of carbs, then you have a possibility of gaining weight. So that's why I say lower this star, you guys. It keeps getting out of focus. Focus on me. Okay? All right, let's not jump off the topic. Now, you lower your carb intake, okay? Your carbs, like your rice, your potatoes, your breads, your pastas, your oatmeal, your quinoa, all these things, beans, lentils, these are all carbs. Now, instead of eating carbs 3 times a day or 2 times a day, you can do it 1 time a day and then increase your healthy fats. Eat more wild-caught salmon, avocado, nuts, nut butters, peanut butter, almond butter. Maybe peanut butter is not the best, not as, doesn't have as much nutrients as almond butter does, and it can cause a little bit of inflammation. But for some people, peanut butter is great, okay? So what I like doing is I only have carbs once a day. Sometimes I have it twice a day, depending on if I got a hardcore leg workout routine and I feel like, man, my body really needs to recover, then I have carbs twice a day. You know, I've learned to now connect with my body and know what my body's telling me. Years before, you know, you cannot just say listen to your body, because some people, they don't have that connection with their body. If they listen to their body's telling them, go eat McDonald's right now. And they're like, wait, I listened to my body. You guys told me to. You know what I mean? So you got to have that healthy, positive connection with your body to understand what signals it's trying to send you. So I kind of have that connection right now. I got to that level. So what I like doing is I like having oatmeal. I cook oatmeal in water, and then I pour some almond butter in there, a little bit of honey. You can maybe add some nuts to give it a little bit of crunch, and it tastes really good. In the beginning, of course, when you eat certain foods like that, it seems kind of bland, and then after, you totally get addicted to it. So yes, increase those healthy fats, make sure you're getting enough sleep, and understand that the foods that you're eating can cause you to feel that the way you are right now, and can feel that you're in this cycle. And I know a lot of people are struggling with eating disorders, you know. Actually, there's one thing that I just want to mention. Sorry, I know this video is long, but for people who have really bad eating disorders, fasting may not be the best option. It could cause some triggers, and the way it affects the hormones in people with eating disorders is a bit different in studies shown compared to people who don't have eating disorders. So if you feel like it's causing any triggers, make sure that you're eating enough fats before you judge it, or just don't do the fasting and just increase your healthy fats. Now, I don't want to confuse you. Now, just to come back to the topic, get enough sleep. Understand that it's the cycle that you're in, always eating these foods repeatedly that cause you to feel the way that you are. Increase those healthy fats and lower your carb intake, okay? I just wanted to keep it simple, because I want you to absorb the information and not be like, okay, there were too many things, this, that, I don't understand, forget this video. If you have any questions, if you're confused about anything, just shoot me a message, okay? I try to reply to everyone, or just leave a comment below. I hope that was helpful, and have a beautiful day, you guys, or night. It's nighttime here. And I will see you in the next video.